Hey there, long-time reader, and I'm here to offer you a bit of insight into something I've been digging into lately: retention in Microsoft 365, specifically under my lens as a senior cloud architect. So, Microsoft 365, right? It's pretty handy, especially if we consider that we are living in a world where data is often both a tool and a treasure trove. As in, data, when managed efficiently, can be our ally in decision-making, customer relations, and even regulatory compliance, but when we fail to handle it properly, that's a recipe for headaches, especially when it comes to retention policies. Now, we are all familiar with GDPR compliance, the HIPAA, and the various regulations that seem to grow more stringent every year. In Microsoft 365, managing user data and information retention isn't just something to ponder on but a critical task. This is where understanding retention becomes not just advisable but essential. And believe me, the implications of misconfiguration or oversight are significant. We are talking about hefty fines and the PR items. Let's kick off with setting the stage. The goal here isn't just to create a policy, but to craft something that's not only legally compliant but makes sense in the organization's ecosystem. It's about identifying what we need to keep and what we can responsibly dispose of. Retention policies in Microsoft 365 are actually quite intuitive once you get the hang of them, but as they say, with great power comes great responsibility. Jumping into the weeds a bit, Microsoft has a built-in tool called Information Management Policy. Here's the rub: while IMP can indeed automate much of the retention process, nothing will ever replace a well-thought-out strategy and understanding of the policies to begin with. So, what's the gist if we need to create a solid policy? First things first, you've got to understand the difference between record management and document management. It seems nuanced, but in Microsoft world, think of these as two peas in a pod, yet with distinct purposes. Record management deals with data that's created and captured, while document management is for the content we actively use and produce. Both are critical but in very different ways. Next up, let's map our goals. Are we aiming at data integrity, legal compliance, managing costs, or perhaps something else? Once your goals are etched, you are ready to designate the types of data you handle. Do we deal with emails, files, SharePoint folders? The choices are vast, and aligning them with our organization's business needs is key. Let's consider implementation, not to be misconstrued as a complex task but an exciting journey in policy crafting. With IMP, you set lifespans, transfer steps, and secure links to legal hold procedures. And this is where you truly flex, tailoring policies to fit the life cycle of your data. Emails needing confidentiality have different retention needs than financial records and the like. In Microsoft 365, setting these policies is a breeze once you grasp the fundamentals. Now, let's dive into the nitty-gritty of retention. You've done the groundwork, you know what you are dealing with and what policies you need. Remember, policies have to be dynamic, they evolve with the regulatory landscape and organizational needs. Regular audits, like annual rituals, ensure nothing slips through the cracks, and with Microsoft 360 Audit, I personally love this feature because it's automated with clarity in reporting. Troubleshooting is the last frontier, and it's not as intimidating as it sounds. Queries, permission issues, or synchronization failures, they pop up, but with the right knowledge, they can be navigated with grace. If something's not playing ball, you need to dig into retention settings or seek insights from the Microsoft forums and communities. Now, for best practices. It boils down to a mix: automation for standard operations, periodic reviews to keep policies fresh, and the use of managed identities and secure sharing to control access and security. As a seasoned senior cloud architect, you know these practices aren't just best practices but necessity and wisdom. And what's this blog post without a beautiful bow? Compliance. Microsoft 365, with retention as its backbone, ensures compliance as a byproduct of smart policy management. Automations like the retention calendar or automated data discovery work tirelessly, ensuring we're always a step ahead of the mundane administrative tasks. In conclusion, data retention is not a one-size-fits-all affair. It's as special and unique as the organization it serves, and as vital as the air we breathe. My takeaway is simple: embrace retention not as an end but a means to greater organizational efficacy and compliance. When you are done here, if you truly grasped the essence of retention policies and their impact, head over to neeraj.qzz.io and subscribe to TechLab, where we continuously aim to demystify such tech concepts. Enjoy the journey, my friend, into the world of Microsoft 365 retention policies.